We are standing on the edge of what might be the most significant shift in desktop computing since Apple first ditched Intel. The whispers that started as a low hum in the tech community have officially turned into a roar. This is the next generation, the Apple Mac Mini M5. If you're expecting just another minor spec bump, forget everything you know. This isn't just an update, it's a complete transformation. We are moving deeper into the Apple Silicon era, where the M5 and M5 Pro chips aren't just faster, they represent a fundamental change in what a small computer is allowed to do. For years, the Mac Mini was the quiet overachiever. It sat tucked away in the corner of desks, beloved by developers and creative pros for its raw power and its surprisingly fair price. But now, Apple is ready to push it into the spotlight. Following the massive success of the M4, the humble Mini is shedding its entry-level skin to become a compact powerhouse, a machine that doesn't just compete with full-sized workstations, but threatens to make them obsolete. The next massive leap, the core disruption, is the M5 chip itself. It is reportedly built on TSMC's cutting-edge 2-nanometer process node. Think about that for a second. This is a monumental step forward, shattering old barriers. It promises huge, game-changing gains in energy efficiency and unbelievable transistor density. This doesn't just mean more power, it guarantees sustained performance like we have never seen in this form factor. This manufacturing breakthrough positions the M5 generation for unprecedented gains. It will draw less power, produce less heat, and allow those boost frequencies to run longer. Simply put, no more throttling. Analysts are already projecting figures that sound almost fictional. We are talking about a 25 to 30% jump in multi-core CPU performance over the M4. Single-core speeds could climb another 10 to 15%. If these numbers hold true, the M5 Mac Mini will instantly become one of the fastest, small form factor desktops available anywhere on the planet. But the excitement doesn't stop at raw CPU speed. The M5 GPU is getting a massive overhaul too. It's expected to see its first core count increase in years, with the base model moving from 10 to 12 GPU cores. It features a brand new, redesigned architecture. This new design is laser-focused on several key areas: extreme AI acceleration, metal performance, and real-time rendering power. What does this mean for you, the creative pro? It means demanding tasks like 4K and even 8K video editing will run with silky smoothness. Complex 3D rendering will be instant. Real-time engine work will flow without a single hitch. Advanced motion graphics will be easy to handle. Crucially, the user will not need to step up to the expensive Mac Studio. They won't need an external GPU solution anymore. For the first time ever, the entry-level Mac Mini will truly blur the lines, bringing consumer and professional workflows closer than you thought possible. Then we introduce the beast, the M5 Pro. This variant is designed for the true power user, the developers, the film editors, and the engineers. These are the people who demand a desktop capable of heavy, simultaneous multitasking and complex rendering capability. The rumors about the M5 Pro chip are genuinely stunning. It could sport up to 16 CPU cores, including 12 high-performance cores, backed by 4 efficiency cores. It could boast up to 22 GPU cores. This kind of specification is absolutely shocking. It would bring the compact Mac Mini dangerously close to outperforming some higher-tier MacBook Pro configurations. This is a radical shift in Apple's product positioning. Imagine a desktop priced well under $2,000 competing head-to-head with professional-grade machines. This is exactly the kind of quiet disruption Apple is famous for. The physical design, the beloved form factor, is expected to remain consistent. It will use the sleeker, smaller chassis introduced with the M4 generation back in late 2024. That previous redesign shrank the overall footprint by nearly 50% compared to the old Intel-era models. That wasn't just about aesthetics, it was a clear engineering statement. Apple managed to condense serious computing power into a minimalist, whisper-quiet desktop. The M5 version will surely follow this winning formula. we can expect subtle yet critical internal refinements. The move to the 2-nanometer process is the key here. Thermals should be far more manageable, allowing Apple to keep fan noise to an absolute minimum. Some industry insiders speculate on possible internal changes, such as adding a slightly larger vapor chamber or a reconfigured internal fan. This would specifically handle the extra wattage of the M5 Pro variant. But one thing is almost certain: Apple will avoid any visible exterior vents or bulk. They will not compromise the clean, iconic look of the Mac Mini. The company's unified thermal architecture, which debuted with the M4, will evolve even further. This allows the M5 Mac Mini to sustain higher clock speeds for much longer under heavy load. It effectively narrows the performance gap, bringing it closer to larger, actively cooled systems. Of course, performance improvements will extend beyond the CPU and GPU. They will also reach the neural engine. Apple has been quietly supercharging this component with every single chip generation. The new Mac OS 16 or 17 is expected to debut alongside the M5. Apple's on-device AI features will become a central selling point. The neural engine in the M5 will likely receive significant architectural enhancements, possibly doubling the throughput compared to the M4. This directly translates to better performance in AI-assisted workflows. Think of real-time transcription, smart content recognition, and generative editing in professional software like Final Cut Pro. It also includes system-wide contextual intelligence, all thanks to Apple's growing AI initiative known as Apple Intelligence. Apple is making a huge bet on on-device AI processing. This is unlike most cloud-based AI solutions, with the critical goal of maintaining privacy and efficiency. The Mac Mini M5 could become a core device in this entire ecosystem, especially for developers and creatives who prefer a desktop setup. Apple's ability to deliver cutting-edge AI tools without compromising speed, connectivity, or privacy could become one of the most defining aspects of this upcoming Mac Mini generation. When it comes to connectivity, Apple is fully modernizing the I/O options. They are expected to match or even exceed the current M4 Pro configuration. This means we will likely see support for Wi-Fi 7 and the critical inclusion of Thunderbolt 5. This dramatically increases data throughput and display options. Imagine connecting multiple 6K displays. Picture external SSD arrays. Think of high-bandwidth capture devices. All of this is possible without worrying about bottlenecks. This will be incredibly beneficial, especially for professionals using the M5 Pro variant for demanding creative workflows. Apple may also expand the baseline SSD storage. The current 256 GB will likely jump to 512 GB. This is a long overdue and essential upgrade, aligning with the real demands of modern workloads. Even for casual users, 256 GB is no longer practical. Mac OS installations are large now. Creative project files are massive. AI-assisted applications require more space. A 512 GB base model is absolutely essential. Maintaining the $599 entry-level price point for the base model is a crucial part of the strategy. If they pull this off, it will make the M5 Mac Mini one of the best value propositions in Apple's entire product lineup. It offers serious computing power, perfect for students, freelancers, and small businesses. They get reliable performance without the premium pricing of a MacBook Pro. The M5 Mac Mini will almost certainly retain its 16 GB base unified memory. However, Apple will offer significant upgrade options. We may see options for 24 GB or 32 GB for the standard M5. The M5 Pro could be optioned up to a massive 64 GB. This will strongly appeal to power users who handle large media files, do software development, or run machine learning projects. Thanks to the 2-nanometer process, even these higher memory configurations should run cooler and more efficiently, reducing thermal throttling and extending component lifespan. Another key expected enhancement is external display support. Currently, the M4 Mac Mini can handle up to 2 external displays. The M5 Pro version could push this limit higher. We could see support for 3 or even 4 external displays, making it a viable compact alternative to much larger desktop setups for professional studios.
Apple might also introduce expanded eGPU compatibility via Thunderbolt 5. However, this remains speculative. Apple Silicon already delivers such strong integrated GPU performance that external GPUs are often unnecessary for most users. On the software front, Mac OS 16 and 17 will play a crucial role. They will shape the entire user experience of the M5 Mac Mini. Apple's upcoming OS updates are expected to heavily emphasize AI-assisted productivity. They will introduce advanced multitasking tools. They will feature deeper ecosystem integration. This includes the Apple iPhone, the Apple iPad, and the Apple Vision Pro. Imagine a seamless workflow where your Mac Mini automatically syncs project files in real time with your iPad for drawing or video preview. At the same time, it acts as the compute hub for your Apple Intelligence models, running locally on your device. Apple has been steadily building toward this seamless multi-device ecosystem. The M5 generation might be the turning point where the Mac Mini becomes a genuine anchor device in people's creative and professional setups. Apple Intelligence is rumored to bring amazing new features. This includes smart summarization, live translation, and context-aware recommendations. It will also feature new developer APIs. These APIs allow third-party apps to leverage the powerful neural engine for custom AI tasks. The Mac Mini will sit on desks and under monitors around the world, and it could become one of the most important endpoints for this entire transformation.
Pricing will, of course, be a key factor in its success. Apple is known for maintaining consistent base prices, which makes upgrades predictable for customers. The entry-level M5 Mac Mini is strongly expected to stay at $599 in the US. This will make it the most affordable entry point into the Apple Silicon desktop ecosystem. The M5 Pro Mac Mini, however, will be a premium product. It will likely start at around $1,390 for a mid-range configuration, including 24 gigabytes of memory and 512 gigabytes of SSD storage. Maxed out variants could scale up to $5,999, or even more. These prices position the Mac Mini strategically. It sits perfectly between the MacBook Air and the Mac Studio. It gives customers powerful performance in a compact desktop form. It achieves this at a fraction of the cost of higher-end models. This is a move designed to appeal to multiple user bases. Developers who do not need portability will love it. Creative professionals working in fixed studios will see huge value. Even gamers exploring Mac OS as a viable platform will be interested. This is thanks to improved GPU and metal support. If Apple successfully nails this pricing strategy, the Mac Mini M5 could experience a massive surge in adoption. It could be a level of success not seen since the very early days of Apple Silicon's debut. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon, like that, and give your best opinion about this.